We are Ripped Radio Network.
You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation. Go on and
Happy Monday, everybody.
What's going on?
Look who's in the building. Motherfucking Mr. Coleman. What up, though?
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Captain Steuben, what's happening? Are you Captain Steuben this week?
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Talking to white man. Are you? Who are you this week, sir? Who are? Give us a name. Just throw it out there. Could be mayonnaise. Mr. Hellman's. No?
No, I'm not mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. No?
What's your got name? An hour and a half, so we'll figure it out down the line.
You figure it out. You don't have nothing? Uh-oh. You don't got nothing set up for me today?
No.
Anywho, it's Monday. Motherfucking Monday. My esteemed colleague will be here very shortly. I'm assuming that he's on his bike. Yesterday, Mr. Coleman.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday.
Dope. That's one word to mainly describe it. Well, for the people that don't know what happened yesterday, you want to briefly explain to them?
Yeah, I can. So, yesterday we had session 3 of the Women and Men's session, and it was dope. It went way longer than expected, so I want to thank and congratulate all of the brave souls that came out and endured all 5, 6, 7. Was it 8 hours?
It felt like it. It was a lot of content, but that's a good problem, though. It was a lot of content, a lot of questions, a lot of feelings being expressed, a lot of honesty being said. It's a lot of content, but that's a good problem.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. I like the word problem. Because I think that when you come there, you look at things as a problem. Mm-hmm. I think when you leave there, those things seem to dissipate. It seemed like it yesterday.
Yeah, it started hostile. It started hostile.
Well,
it started with a bang. They'll see it when they.
So we're gonna air that, soon when roundabout a guesstimation.
We aiming for. I know this weekend is going to be the start of something major, so I'm going to try to get it out there before Friday. 'Cause I know a lot of people will be hitting the road on Friday.
Yep.
So
Bike week.
Yes, indeed. So I know I'm going to try to start working on that and hopefully have it uploaded by Thursday. Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, somebody they could probably have something to, they driving, they can have something to watch going down there.
Exactly.
Indeed.
I was thinking, for those of you who go on the bike week, I will be in Myrtle. The whole bike party thing, I don't know. We got to see what this house looks like. Got a new house. So I'm not sure it's going to be party up to par for party for me. It needs to have a certain look to it. It needs to have a certain feel to it. And this is a new one, and I've never been here. So I don't know. I will let everyone know by Monday. But, not this Monday because it's Monday today. So next Monday, we'll be hitting the road on Saturday morning. So those of you who hit Myrtle and y'all still a Bama like me in my club, because we still Bamas. If y'all Bamas like us and y'all going to be there, hit us up and let us know when y'all coming. As a matter of fact, if y'all on here, say yes, no, maybe so. Tell me what day you going to be there. And y'all got some parties y'all want me to shout out, y'all say them on here or list them on here, and I'll shout them out for y'all.
Indeed. We're going to keep the fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for you.
That's one of them things, y'all. That's one of them things like...
Let's go in with high spirit.
Okay. We're going to do it. We're doing it.
High spirit.
Please, God. So I'm going on Saturday. When are you going?
I'll be there Wednesday morning.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So, question for the fellas in the room. Y'all checking out these NFL schedules or no? You know I got to talk about it. Yeah, if y'all checked them out, please say you did.
Yeah.
Captain Steuben, please say you did.
I checked out my team, so yes.
What was your thoughts on it?
I'm happy for the home Monday Nighter. I'm happy for the 5.
What's y'all Monday Nighters?
We have the pretty much opening night in Vegas.
Oh, y'all got the Raiders at the Raiders.
Yeah. Nice.
They had to set that up. They didn't have no fans all last year.
Right.
So, and then the other one is against the Colts, I believe.
Y'all stadium open? Y'all receiving?
We're bringing in fans.
Yeah, they say the skin's gonna be 100% capacity.
100%.
That's them, not us.
I mean, I've never seen a stadium at 100% capacity, but
never, even when you could be there. Boom, boom.
Well, most of them would be visitor fans anyway. So
Facts.
But so far, I'm very intrigued on the first 7 weeks is against we only face one team in the division, and the rest of the season is against the division.
The first 7?
The first 7 games we'll play the Bengals one time before we face any other team until the second half of the season.
I feel like they set the NFC East up. They always have our games in the beginning of the season.
They set us
up. And then in the middle is all the other games, and then they'll wait for like the last 3 weeks of the season. We play the same.
No, they always. Our schedule's all fucked up. Also, let's see, the first 5 weeks, 4 weeks, three out of the first 4 weeks we're on the road. And then also, in addition to that, 3 out of the first 4 weeks against the AFC West division, because that's the division we're playing against.
Damn. So that's Oakland Chiefs,
set up,
Denver and
set
Chargers.
Up.
Wow.
Yeah. Set up.
Yeah, it's all set. Because again, every time I look at the Ravens schedule, it's like, man, they fucking hate us. We don't. And mind you, because long ago the Raiders had very bad scheduling and all that stuff. So, and they were the team that everyone hated. So our schedule, I look at it, it's like, oh, they fucked us. So
according to my comments, your name today is Mr. Snowman. That's according to my comments. White man.
Falcon and the Snowman. Okay,
you take that? Got it.
Can't ban the Snowman.
Did y'all see the Steelers schedule though?
Steelers schedule.
I ain't checking for the Steelers. Sorry.
Their schedule. Well, even they're everyone complaining. The Steelers complaining. It's known as the worst
schedule.
Or how do I interpret it? The most aggressive,
the hardest
schedule.
Yeah.
But it's based off.
They won the division.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not just that. It's based off of the teams that they played against, or the teams they're playing now. It's based off of the schedule from last year, or the teams that their records from last year. And mind you, majority of those teams are playoff teams. So yeah, it can be understandable based off of that. But at the same time, things can change in the season. So, I look at it with a grain of salt because I think the Eagles have the most easiest one.
Yeah, and everybody always complain this time of the year, but then when the season happens, it's always, out of the teams that make the playoffs, it's normally like around the same four. Then it's always two new teams that always join. Like some teams it's going to be good last year, ain't going to be the same. It's a lot of maneuvering going on, a lot of teams. So Pittsburgh just need to shut the hell up.
No, they whining. All of my a couple of my
quick picking up those tight ends and start getting.
You're gonna say tight ends about 5 times more today. So Joey, do not be in our business, okay?
Hey, did y'all see? Speaking of sports, have y'all seen? I don't know, like not watching the whole pay-per-view, but the UFC events the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
they have been at full capacity, 100%. And ain't a lot of masks nowhere in sight. Only masses in there is the trainers and the referees.
Only what?
The trainers and
you
the
said
referees.
Masses.
Only masses.
No, it looked like a whole. It looked like unprotected sex in there to me. That's what I liken it to. Just an orgy in there. Like y'all are here raw dogging it. Y'all open face. It's okay. Maybe Corona is done.
I think they use UFC as a guinea pig. Now that they got 3 probably successful events off.
It's dope though. I've been liking it.
Now all the other sports, the NBA is probably gonna be last because the playoffs is about to happen. But they're gonna have some capacity. I mean, like
limited capacity.
Yeah, limited. But I think next year they're gonna be full swing when November comes. But NFL is they want their money back. They don't give 2 shits. They lost a lot of money last year.
True, but it's a gradual process. They based off again the Corona numbers and things like that. They anticipate that by the fall things will probably be.
Which Corona numbers? The real ones or which ones?
The numbers that that the government, the state government's been getting to allow fans and people to come into these places. I recently was at a DC United game last night and. I mean, they were at a decent capacity. It was limited, but it was a good, decent. You can hear people. It felt energetic. So it's give it time. Roughly by the summertime, mid-summertime, you'll see more people being at various venues. The indoor ones are always the suspect ones because, again, molecules ain't going anywhere. So
what does it look like? It's one every other. How does the social distancing thing work for you last night?
Well, I was on the field, so but based off what I saw, I mean, they had their 6 feet apart, depending on pods and people stuff like that. So if you're in a group, here's one group, and then 6 feet, so there's another group. So they know how to manage that. And but like I said, within time, I believe by midsummer, I think there'll be more people going in. I wouldn't fully be aggressive like Texas and Florida has.
Jeez,
but
they don't give
I mean, Texas literally was funny. Like the first month of baseball, I'd seen the Houston Astros, seeing people. I expected people to be there, but it was like I'm seeing fans. I'm seeing a crowd of people there.
Because
like that at spring practice. They in the spring league because all the spring leagues have moved to Arizona, Florida, and Texas, the warm areas during the winter, and they was out there just
like it was normal, like it's nothing.
Well, your parting gift is COVID. Your parting gift is COVID. Here, pick up your bag, your to-go bag. COVID, have it.
But I think again, if depending on it depends on the state. So, and like I said, in Maryland, that they've been handling this very, very well, and they're taking their time with it. So they said, like I said, so we'll see more fans coming by this summer. Well,
gas. I know I'm a week behind on the discussion of the gas.
Oh my God, y'all people, get on my fucking
nerves.
We can't even blame our people though. You gotta say y'all people.
No, I didn't say nothing but get on my nerves. People, get on my nerves.
Oh
like
my
I know look, I was involved in it. I think it's still some shortages still going on in our area. People. Gas is combustible. If you put it inside of a bag and throw it in your trunk, stupid, shit can happen. And it evaporates in your car. Did you see the lady that had filled the bags up and the bags kept spilling out and she was done? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you have that? Can you find that for me?
I will try.
Please find that for me.
And even in the fact that your car don't blow up. You know how lingering the smell of gas is? Oh my God. It was people, they had little laundry
plastic bags, laundry bags, hefty bags.
People.
Chill
all
out.
People. All people matters. Listen, if they say it's a shortage on something,
come on.
You cannot go out there. Don't go out there and get more than what you need. It makes it worse. And then on top of that, everybody panicked. All you have to do is fill the tank up.
Here's
there he is.
But here's the other sad part. This thing only lasted 3 days.
Only 3 days.
Bruh.
And they started shipping more gas out
the second day.
Yeah, the second day after they said it was fixed. Yeah. So people panic for now we're trying to play catch up. When if everybody just would have got their gas like they normally do, because it was definitely more than enough gas, because they was still trucks being delivered. It was more than enough gas for everybody. It was fucking lines all the way down the street.
But you can't really just blame Maryland, because Virginia was coming over. Virginia didn't have no gas. They was dry. Virginia didn't have no gas. So people from Virginia was coming over here. I don't know if it got far. I don't know how deep in the Maryland it got. But I know since we right by DC and right by Virginia, I know they cleaned our area out. I'm talking about the yellow tape was around every gas station. And I know somebody that went to 7 gas stations. And this is at 4 o'clock in the morning. Took their break at work to go and look for gas. And the police officers was riding around. That's when they was talking about the whole gas buddy thing. But they went like 7, 8, 9 miles out the way to go get premium gas, which they had hiked the price up because why not?
Yeah, they definitely was price gouging.
Why not?
That's crazy.
Here we go. Here's your video.
Look, y'all look, here you go.
All right.
Look at this
so
this clown.
Unbelievable as this sounds, we have an Asian in double bag, her original bag. Are we going to give it the double tie, the double knot?
Look at her.
On.
A plastic bag.
Safety is
a bag that can't even hold oranges.
Look at her. She's so... Look at this clown.
Oh my God.
And she's lining her car because we all know you ain't gonna make it home.
Sadly, it was an Asian woman.
You should even look. There's one that you probably didn't before that showed it when the same lady when the gas was coming out the bags. She kept trying to double the bags and every bag had a hole in it because we all know how that go.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Took a break from the hot walk.
Is that the one where she was filling it up?
Yeah, because I saw the hole.
Bless her heart.
I mean, even if you want to be smart dumb, why you getting some trash bags?
For safety, but there might be a problem.
If you want to be smart dumb.
Herself.
She got grocery bags trying to get gas.
Bless her heart. And I can't be mad at Shorty because she probably got some type of automotive delivery, something going on. But why you just don't put the stuff in the prescribed gas? Look at this. Look at this.
We had a little leak in bag number 1, but she's got bag
No.
I'm
not. No. Listen, because what I was saying was get only what you need. I said her. I don't condone this stupid crap. I don't condone that. She should put it in the stuff that the gas is made to be put in. They make stuff prescribed.
Bag of gasoline in her trunk. This is incredible.
How bad was it? I'm gonna wait till you get on the mic because I tried to leave
from Stafford to get out here.
Pumping gas into a plastic bag.
I'm sorry for my tardiness.
Thanks for coming.
No, my tardiness. I left my house at like 4:15.
Look, when I was calling you, kept banging me to the VM. So I know. That's why I said, hey, he must be on his bike.
I'm on bike. So
So they paid these people, though. They paid these hackers. They paid them.
You think so?
Yes.
Was there really hackers? You think America wasn't trying to get their money back for a little bit? For people staying in the house?
Y'all ain't see my post? You ain't see my post?
I'm just saying.
My post said the day of. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I said to all of my woke people, what is this gas thing distracting me from? What is it the distraction from?
I saw that. And I feel, was it distracting us from something?
It has to be, because it didn't last but a second.
But they told you it was only going to last a couple days. They said to you, it's like, yo, this is only going to be a couple days. You're going to be down with gas. And the pipelines now, we're working to get it back up.
And
okay.
Never really... If everybody would got gas like they normally routine do,
you would never say
you would have never seen a difference or a problem.
But I'm telling you what I didn't like. Okay, I got to work at about 7 o'clock, and 7:30 I'm watching the news, right? Making coffee, watching the news, and the news says, we're not, these people want this money, we are not paying them. And literally the next morning, as I'm listening to it at 6 o'clock in the morning, we gave them $5 million. You think that people is not going to find another way? We're going to have this again, because it's a moneymaker. If I can make $5 mil, if I can hack a pipeline. You can hack a pipeline and get paid, but you can't keep the freaking underwire in my bra. Like, okay, what is going on? What's happening?
So do you really think they're going to get to spend that money?
I ain't even think that far. The fact that you
there's a lot. I mean, when you say there's hackers and they get
said
paid,
it's Russia.
Okay, yeah, but you think they're getting paid money to do that, or are they just doing it just because they can? They just showing you the weaknesses in our system.
Hackers are both.
I don't believe it's hackers. I done seen too many Tom Clancy episodes. I think this was an inside job. Honestly, I think. Because it was only 3 days.
It was only a couple of days, and then the panic that they caused was ridiculous, man.
It was not. It was a couple of days for us, but you got to imagine, because my T-Mac went to North Carolina on Mother's Day. Mother's Day, she went 10 hours to trying to find a gas station and couldn't find none. She came home that Tuesday and she said, "Hey, get gas." This is before it was on the news. She said, "Get gas, because I'm coming from North Carolina and I couldn't find gas for 10 hours because the pipelines, something blah blah blah." She didn't say hack, but she said something else. And then it was Georgia and it was Texas. So our time, if we heard about it and went through our hoopla, was 2 days.
So why do you think here shouldn't have been as bad, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think the people here was going nuts the way?
No, he wasn't. It was y'all dumbass Virginians that came over.
No. I done seen some dudes in Maryland now. Hold on now. I done seen some dudes. I'm out in the streets all day long. I've seen some stupid shits where the nigga had a tote and was filling up the tote. Come on, Slim.
He had a.
Come on. But it was Virginia. It's Maryland.
I got gas in Virginia. When I went to Leesburg, I got gas out by Tyson.
You can get, and they said you can get gas out there. It was like the 95 corridor that you just was short.
Y'all got money out there, so all that 93 high octane shit was gone.
And then y'all price gouge. Look,
y'all price gouge here, man.
But look, how the fuck is 93 out? 93 was the only one that was out, as PJ said.
Only 93. Y'all with y'all drop tops.
Teslas, no Teslas.
I ain't had no problems. Look, for real, I wasn't trying to be funny or nothing like that, but I ain't had no problems.
You didn't even notice it, did you?
I didn't notice the joint. You know what I mean? First off, I don't drive my vehicle, so I drive the company's vehicle. And when y'all struggling at the gas stations, we go to Quarles. We still get gas.
Oh,
so
facts,
we was good money regardless. You feel what I'm saying? So even in my personal car, I just drove the Tesla. Plugged that joke out and drove it.
Hybrid.
I just drove 40 miles an hour so everybody can see me. That's what I did.
You had to drive 40 miles
in my truck. You better know I did.
Listen, you had no choice. You wasn't hitting no gas pedal at all. You put the joint in drive and let it coast down the road.
That's all I did.
I know her soul was burning. What? I know it was a lot of old ladies out there that was some ugly bitches. What the fuck is you cursing?
Move your ass out the way, goddammit. You didn't even care, did you?
Nope. Look, music was up, go around. God, and look, at least I didn't do the dumb shit that people from Virginia do. No shade.
They
do 40 miles an hour in the 4th lane. in the speed lane.
I see that out here all the time.
Because check the license plate.
It be Maryland tags.
No. You need more people. You need more people, yo. You need more people. You by yourself. You need more people.
I don't need more. I'm out there driving every day, so I know it's not. It be Maryland tags. The craziest ones are DC tags. They just don't.
DC tags are crazy.
They be on the shoulders. Niggas will cut you off.
Yes, but Virginia will do 100 miles to catch up with you and pass you, and then go 40 in front of you.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I do not like that. I'm like, bruh, go back.
I'm like, I don't want to look. I don't want to drive right beside you and look at you. Get the fuck out the way.
And they have this thing where they will drive beside you. Like everybody will hold.
Why do you think I'm so fucking late getting here now? I was getting out of Virginia. Getting out of Virginia and then getting through Maryland. Y'all just be having traffic for no reason.
Mixing bowl.
Traffic for no reason. Like, yo,
I think it's the mixing bowl.
Yo, it's not even a mixing bowl. It's not even a mixing bowl. It's 95, and then like maybe 5 miles before you get to the mixing bowl, all of a sudden the shit just opens up.
Are you? Because I don't even know where Stafford is. Are you past Fredericksburg?
No,
it's like the other side of Virginia, like
the 270 way.
You know where Quantico is?
Yeah,
I'm right after Quantico. It's right after. It's like
so
the next exit right after.
What is the one where the right? As soon as you pass King's Dominion, though, right? No,
I'm not that far down.
No. Okay, so let me back up. It's another area like right where the express things start, and it's new now. It's new where you can use your Easy Pass, whatever. With that area, it's right before.
Right like Woodbridge.
Woodbridge.
Yeah, what about Woodbridge?
Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Are you kiss my ass? That is the worst. No, that's the worst. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning.
Lately, it's been fucked up. Sundays is not usually bad. Sundays is usually wide open. It's south that's fucked up. You know what I mean? But like now, going in there now, it's getting past Prince William Parkway. Is where it's fucked up at. That's where the traffic is. You know, I gotta for no reason.
I gotta pay attention because I'm going to Myrtle on Saturday, and I'm gonna.
What time are y'all planning on leaving?
4:30 a.m.
That's smart. Oh, dark 30. I believe we've done that before. You'll get there. You'll get to Myrtle by 10 o'clock? Some shit like that.
Yeah. I just be cold. So I make my what is that? My King's Dominion stop in the morning. I pour coffee on my arms. You know what I'm saying?
You riding down there?
Yeah.
You riding down there? Yeah. What the fuck you pour coffee on your arms?
Because it be cold. Listen, I realized all of the trees.
Your hands was like freaking ice cold.
Yeah, my hands.
It was like, yo, I'm like this all the time. No, nigga, them joints is cold. Slim.
That's her. She's always cold. So.
God damn, what's wrong with you females? Always cold.
Because my heart warm.
Oh, look, I knew that. How did I know you was gonna say some shit like that?
Your shoulders cold.
What is that? Yeah. Whatever.
So look, be safe on that road traveling to Myrtle.
Thank you. I was just telling everybody we some of the same
have some fun for me. I won't
Please
be there
know
this
it.
year.
I know it.
I'm gonna live vicariously through your pictures and your lives.
I won't miss this House of the Savages.
Oh no, we ain't doing nothing. But next year I'll be there next year.
Okay.
You hear that? Next year. Well, you know, as long as I can keep my job. You know.
Well, God willing. If he don't keep your job,
no, it's because
one.
see with Washington Gas, we in contract years, and they trying to offer us some shitty contracts. So you know what I mean. All y'all that got Washington Gas, we go on strike. I don't know what to tell you.
Let me say a prayer real quick.
Look. Yo, I don't know what to tell y'all because they gonna be pulling people out the offices and shit to try to do our job that have no idea how to do our job. So if you got leak in your house, nigga, we on strike. Don't feel bad. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at them. Fair contract, nigga. We want fair contract. We don't want no more than what it is. We want the fair contract. That's what it is.
I know you didn't know it, but today's that's Mr. Snowman today.
Oh, this Mr. Snowman today? Like
Mr. Snowman.
Frosty?
I guess.
Is he Frosty? You Frosty the Snowman?
Ain't Young Jeezy.
Speaking and listen, Jeezy called me and told me already like he knighted this nigga like sure have it.
Really?
Yeah. You know he married to an Asian, so whatever. Like he's he is fluid. He's like bad.
It is what it is then. How you feeling there, sir? How you feeling there? Great.
It's cool in here.
It actually, yeah, because I'm liking this little fucking digital fan that they got going on. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to do, but it's doing something over there.
I thought I was in the car like, oh my God, I'm about to sweat my little lashes off.
How you gonna sweat with your hands is cold?
No, I was thinking in the car, but I got in here. That's why I got this on.
All you gotta do is this.
Just you cool right the fuck off.
What?
If y'all ain't feeling Kiki's hands right now, the joints feel like ice cubes, like she had them in the freezer and just pulled them out and just touched them with them.
Because it's cold.
It is not cold.
Okay, in other news, NPD got hacked.
Ooh.
Metro Police Department got hacked.
Really?
And they opened whoever, because this is my understanding. If I'm wrong, correct me. But this is my understanding that they wanted money. They said, if you don't give us this money, we're gonna, we're gonna open up to let everybody see these files and put all the information on the internet. So all of the gang members, all of the known people, all the shit that's private, everything is out for you. Yes, yes.
Now that's So here's my thing.
So guess what? They didn't pay and they did it.
And they put all the information.
Everything. Yeah, they did it.
Oh, so if you a snitch, you probably on the run right now. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have told Slim. You shouldn't have fell for the booby trap. Now niggas gonna know it's you.
That car in front of your house, they do not know you.
Okay, so how are you able to hack into the police department like that?
Why not?
Anything that needs a login, you're good.
So hold on. So why is it that you can hack into shit like that, but you can't hack into the credit union and just wipe them niggas like all the three major credit bureaus and just wipe them clean?
And Fannie Mae. Because Fannie Mae and the student
hacking the wrong shit,
the student loan people.
Our movies.
Look. Damn it, man!
I need them student loans gone.
Man, go ahead. But that's what I'm saying. Though, how is it that you only hear you hack? Now, this is the first I've heard of a police department being hacked.
No. Listen, it scared me. It scared me because I'm right here. Because
why you scared?
Because one, I'm not for that reason. But I have friends, and and they are anyway.
Well, I mean, are they giving out who the police officers are, their names?
Whatever. And people, I think the DC already has enough killings, so it's probably gonna be more.
Once it gets warmer, it's gonna be. You know how that goes.
Did you see the girl who threw her baby in a dumpster?
Did they find the baby?
They found the baby. My client said they found the baby.
It was in Virginia. They found the baby in Virginia?
In the car seat.
Damn. In the car seat?
You know, the story that she said was that she smothered the baby by mistake or something. Nah, bro, they found that baby.
So did they find her though? Because I know she was on the run.
I thought she
got arrested.
Yeah. Okay. They charged her ass.
They need to put her ass under the jail though. You know what I mean? Like you killed your own child though. Like what the fuck?
And to me, smothering your kid is one thing because it can happen. I have two babies, right? My boobies ain't the biggest, but I used to breastfeed and I will fall asleep doing it. And for real, I can see how that can happen. It is what you do afterwards that makes you guilty, like your intent afterwards.
So her intent wasn't an accident. Understand? If let's say you breastfeeding your baby and you fall asleep and the baby's smothered, that's an accident. You're gonna call and you're gonna be and they're gonna be able to tell that was an accident. You're gonna be in panic mode. You're not gonna do what you did. Take the joint and throw it in the trash in the car seat. Like, yo, what the fuck?
That thing hurt my heart.
That's a whole nother type of something's wrong with you, Slim. I just don't see it.
That hurt me. That hurt me because I can't imagine something that I gave birth to. Like that's not even it's a kid. It's not even
baby. It's a baby.
You know what? When my animals died, I didn't even do that. I ain't gonna hold you. My animals, I called the people. Like I didn't just toss my cat in the trash. I didn't.
You can't throw away your baby like a cold bag of fries.
That's what she did, though, Mr. Coleman. That's what she did. So how do you address this woman? How do you look at her? You can't have no conversation for her. I mean, whatever she gets, she deserves. Yeah, she deserves that, man. Like, yo,
no remorse.
You know what I mean? She had no remorse, and she'll never have any remorse. If you threw your baby away, like you said, like a bag of trash,
she did.
You know what I mean, bitch? You
and then lie about it. Like, and if you can do that and like go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow, like, bruh, what is that?
Like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened.
Like I said, accidents happen. And for real, there is consequences for actions too. There's negligence.
I get what you're saying,
there's
but
things.
That wasn't no accident.
But
that
some people, no. But I'm saying, like some people,
she might have panicked.
It'd be the last thing that they want to ever do. Like they want to just get away scot-free. You know, you can't get away with shit scot-free.
Yo, here's the thing. But if it was a true accident, like you said, listen to what you said. If it was a true accident and it's happened, you can be in panic mode. You still should call somebody.
But hear me. What I'm saying is, even though that is what's happening, I think that you still there's consequences to your accident. There's negligence, and some people don't want to do nothing. They don't want to. They don't want no
your
time.
Whole family know you just had a fucking baby. Your whole family know you got a baby. People was here. You just had this baby, and all of a sudden now you ain't got a baby no more. Motherfucker out of here.
Why isn't my baby shower gifts being used right now? Why is my baby shower gifts?
Come on now. You just went through this whole thing. And how old was the baby? Wait a minute. How old was the baby? It was an infant, right?
It was an infant.
It was an infant. You had an infant. Everybody knows you had an infant. Everybody knows you have a baby. Now all of a sudden, now you don't know what a baby is.
Right.
You don't know what a baby.
You know
Come
what
on,
they say?
son.
Listen, while we're on this topic, if you do not want your kids, the hospital will keep your kids. Just leave.
Take them to the fire department.
Yes, drop them off someplace. Right? You know, don't bring them to my house per se, but there's places.
Sitting on my doorstep crying. What the fuck? I ain't opening the door.
Tone, that's not what I was trying to do just now.
Little baby out there like an Amazon package.
That wasn't.
I'm gonna call the police and be like, I got a strange package on my phone. It's making noise. You got to come now. Come get that shit. That's it. No, I don't want no babies. No babies.
I get the point you saying. Like there are other methods besides taking a baby's life.
It is.
Jesus.
Do you want to really break down the thinking of that? Like, was it?
That's selfish.
Yo, you're looking at this baby as you're killing this baby. Like, yo, how could you have that on your conscience and be normal after that? For
but
people that are normal after that, man, they real crazy. Those are the ones you need to watch.
You know how I used to always say that Tom Brady wasn't credible because he had got caught up. I feel like she's not credible now. Even if that did happen, I don't believe you. Even if that did happen, you're not credible.
Okay, at this stage, because of the lies that she told, and the things that she went in to try to hide, the things she went to try to hide,
the sympathy card is gone.
There's none.
Sorry.
You could have did this another way had you reported it when it first happened. Then you might have got the sympathy card like it was an accident or whatever, and let them investigate. But now, nigga, you get no remorse.
She deserved to get stoned.
Stoned.
Wow.
Yes, we hit the bell. Yes, I support that.
Fuck that.
It was an infant. He couldn't defend. That baby couldn't defend himself. She deserves to be stoned.
She said, "Oh my, Tone." She may have based on the findings, not been charged if it was a true accident. But see, Anisha, that's the thing that I'm trying to convey. Even though the simple-minded people don't want to do no time.
Yeah.
Because negligence is a charge.
They don't even want to go to jail. They don't
reckless endangerment.
They probably.
You had to report that somehow. You know what I mean? You could, like you said, you could have got the sympathy card. Let them investigate. If you had nothing to truly hide, and it was a truly accident, then what you got right now? You guilty. Bitch.
That happened in my family.
That happened. Courtroom you go into right now, you guilty.
My niece. That happened with my niece. She did the same thing with breastfeeding her baby, and the baby. She woke up, the baby. She had smothered the baby, and the baby had blood coming out his nose and all that stuff. And trust me, it wasn't an easy walk. Like the next day, you did get grilled like you was guilty. You did I get
that though.
That she and some people can't take that. You know what I'm saying? They would rather. I don't know people's mind.
The old girl went?
Yeah.
Throw your baby in the dryer?
Yeah.
I think she really thought she was gonna get away with it.
That's what
they kidnapped my baby. They kidnapped my baby and killed my baby. Release your rug. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they still ain't find her yet. They still ain't find her yet.
They ain't find her. I don't think they never gonna find her body.
And that plane that flew over Asia, but it's another thing. They didn't find Alicia Rugg. I did lose a dub. Man, that is the worst thing ever.
$40 I gave? Nowhere.
Wow! You ain't getting that back. Look.
When you go through that, what kind of... I understand that you may be scared and in panic mode. But that's your baby. You birthed that child. Like, you have that connection with him, so now you just throw it away. I can't understand, like you said, throwing it away like a bag of cold fries. I mean, you have no remorse, you have no feelings, you have nothing inside if you did that. You have nothing inside.
Okay, so
the baby and a brand new car seat. That's double.
You know, sometimes.
Remember they gave it to you, stupid bitch.
Give me my money.
Give it back. I want it back. I could return that.
Y'all worry about the wrong.
She needs to be stoned.
But you know, there is postpartum depression. There is a thing. That is a thing. I don't know. I went through it. I don't know. And honestly, I'm a moment of transparency. I had my daughter. Y'all know I was young. And I sat in the room one day and I was crying in the corner. And my mother was like, what's wrong? And I really, my plan was, okay, the thought that I had was that somebody was coming to kill my daughter. I kept thinking, like, in my head, someone was coming to cut her head off. So my brain and my postpartum depression honestly was telling me to do it before they did. What? My mother, no, this is real shit. Huh?
Did you ever tell your kids that?
No.
Ooh. Hey, y'all.
Hey, if y'all listening now,
they normally don't watch it. They normally don't. They're usually at work when this is on. But
okay, so you're telling me you were going through the depression.
I was sleeping.
You were sleeping,
and I woke up. Yes,
thought somebody was coming.
Not even no thought. It wasn't no dream, bro. It was. I knew it. I knew it. I kept my mother. She's dead and gone, but she did tell you had everything stacked against the window because that's where I thought they was going to come in at. I don't know why. Postpartum depression, that shit real. For real, to me, I wanted to protect my kid. So in my brain, protecting her was doing it before they got a chance to do it. It doesn't make sense now, but then it made all the sense in the world. My mother came in there. She sat up with me all night long. My doctor was like, this is a normal thing. It's postpartum depression. My mother was fearful. And she would wrap my baby up every night, like, you know, how they wrap them to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. And she would make sure, like, that, look, you straight? I'm going to have her sleep with me for a couple nights until we make sure you good.
Now, how did you get over that?
It went away. It went away. And once I started to realize, like, that was the dumbest shit I could ever think. And that it didn't make sense. But it made sense that night.
How much credit you give your mother for
100% credit, because you know what, she didn't treat me like I was crazy. She didn't carry it like she wasn't extreme about it. She loved me through it. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's my thing.
This is new to me, so I'm kind of fascinated.
Yeah.
I'm unfortunately fascinated about this.
It is kind of fascinating because you were just dreaming and you woke up and you believed this. And
I did.
Real, and you were just
with my whole heart.
Were you believing? Were you thinking like, yo, do I take my own baby's life before?
I said that's my way of protecting her. I will do it before you do it. I will do it before you do it. And I don't know why the cutting of the head thing came up. I'm sitting in my room crying, rocking this kid, like snotting, crying in the corner, like boo-hoo, like bawling. My mother came in like, yo, like what? And everything I had, you know, the baby thing, all this stuff was against the window. And she knew something wasn't right.
Just because you moved everything.
Because everything, like the bookshelf and all that stuff, the baby stuff, all that shit was against the window. Because in my brain, that's where they was coming through to come and get her.
Wow. So that shit is really real, man.
No, postpartum depression is real.
Maybe we get some of you women on here, because that's something that us men we have no idea that what y'all go through.
It'll probably be hard for us, and this is how we get fucked over, kind of, because we wouldn't. Sorry, kind of. We wouldn't understand to that level, and we'll probably treat you. We probably won't help you the way that you need to be helped.
Because we don't understand.
Yeah.
We don't understand.
And it comes in.
We'll be looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Man?
Yes. If y'all look it up, Nia Long had it, Carmen Electra had it, Brooke Shields had it, to the point where these people, the husbands or the father of the kids, they didn't want them around these kids. Like, took the kids away because it had gotten that bad. You see that? Y'all remember that story when the lady drove her car with all her 5 of her kids like into the river? Her thing was somebody gonna kill them, and her purpose of killing them all so we all can die together, and they all died. Yeah. So, that was over the Bay Bridge.
Are you like what are some of the signs for us men?
Crying.
To really look at, because we have no idea what it is that it looks like.
Crying, withdrawn. You don't really want to, because they asked me when I first, it was a sign like later, but they asked me like when you first have your baby, you know, they put the baby on you and all that stuff. I was like, nah. They asked me if I wanted to feed her like the day after. I was like, no. And my kid's father was like, yo, why? Bro, I don't. My mother kept trying. She kept trying and I didn't, bruh. Like, she didn't even latch on because I was that detached from that process. I don't know. Right. And I just was thinking, like, I was tired. Like, you just put some watermelon out your pee? You know, that whole thing. But my mother was like, something ain't right. You're supposed to love on your kid. And I was very.
Most parents, or mothers, when they give birth, they loving on their baby.
I didn't want to feed her. I didn't want to. She stayed in that area where they keep them at the little the nursery. She stayed in that nursery most of the time.
Are they? Because I'd like to hear from some of you women that are watching. If you women are watching, man, call us that have had kids or have dealt with that. Because Kiki is showing you what she went through, but what if somebody has different symptoms for it? It's still the same shit, but they have different symptoms and they love it on their baby, but they still got this depression.
That feeling,
you know
that thought.
How do we?
Serious black cloud over your head?
Yeah. How do we talk to you? How do we? What are we supposed to do? Like,
it is.
I don't know.
Men, I don't I don't remember, but if you have an instance where you was transparent to your significant other and they saw it, but I just didn't want to be bothered. I just didn't want to be bothered. I wasn't necessarily mean, and honestly, that was my first kid, so I didn't know if that was normal or not to not want to be bothered.
So Tweeter said, it's a hard thing to deal with. I had to love my daughter through it too. She was always just angry and mad, you know. And I'm trying to, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm trying to understand, like, what are you mad at? What would you be mad at? What would make you angry? Like, you have this beautiful new baby, and I know it can be stressful. I know it's stressful as shit.
Oh, understand.
Beautiful new baby, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, just the gorgeous thing you pushed out. This is your child. I mean, I don't get it. I'm just trying to understand.
Tweety said, really, there's no signs but crying, withdrawal from the baby, nasty attitude. Anisha said, and detachment. But that thing came, like I said, that thing came in the middle of the night. I remember it like it was yesterday. And that was 91. I remember that like it was yesterday. And I really believed with everything in me, whoever it was coming.
Okay, well, I mean, like, so is that something that, fellas, like, if your girl is you got a baby on the way, these are some of the things you may start to need to look at when you're dealing with your baby mama after you had a baby. You got to look at some of these things. If she starts to tripping and bugging, man, listen, get your child, give her some space.
Don't just call her a crazy bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say she just crazy ass, cause you know what? But literally, you are.
Yeah.
Literally.
You ever call a crazy person like, you crazy ass
bitch? Look, yes, and.
I'm thinking about if you say that to her, you're going to fuck her up even more now. Like,
and.
Look, bitch, nah, Slim, you can't get near my child now if you got them crazy guys.
But you know what's crazy? You talk about the celebrities. The problem with the celebrities is, by them having so much money and power, they can get the man can take the baby so fast and pour. That's I mean, crazy. They have other,
and they're there. Like, luckily, you know what I'm saying, my mother was there because
so when we say
I was a single mom, and I didn't. If my mother wasn't, God forbid, I don't know what would have happened if my mother was not there.
Is it fair to say that this little broad, you know what I mean, a crazy bitch? That's what we're gonna call her. The crazy bitch. We're gonna call her the crazy bitch. Look, the money ears, the crazy bitch. Yeah.
Could be.
Is that something like she experienced something like you did and decided to kill her?
Could be.
And trying to hide it, like the voices in her head told her to hide this shit. Cover it up.
But you know why I don't believe? I said that earlier. I threw it out there because it could have been like a thing, right? But the fact that you covered up and lied about it is different. Like, you covered it up. That's why I said the intent is what changed it for me.
Okay.
You drove, like, you're driving yourself and you blah blah. Then you say somebody took your baby. Like, for real, you supposed to have said that story. Like, I told my mother that story. Mom, somebody is coming to kill my kid.
Did you have the remorse right after you got out of that phase? Did you have the remorse?
Yes.
So, 1-232-5700.
So I asked her. I said, after she got out of that phase, did she have that remorse? Because it seems like even if we wanted to put that on her, that bitch ain't had no remorse. She was planning to get away.
She did plan to get away, and she really literally thought that nobody's going to find the baby. You know what I mean? Come on,
I felt remorse because I was thinking to myself, honestly, and I regret.
What made them look in Virginia for this baby?
Waste management party.
Because somebody else said something. It was she had mentioned it. She mentioned it, and when that story came out, somebody said something. She had mentioned it.
So she mentioned that okay, because I was trying to figure how did they know to just go to Virginia and look in the landfill in Virginia for this
baby. If I'm not, I need somebody to call in.
Drive all the way to Virginia and all the way down there to throw the baby in the landfill? Like, what the fuck?
My gas is no.
We got a call?
Look, I was finna say.
Who we talking to? Hello?
It's Tweety.
Hi, Tweety. What up, though? Turn it up a little bit.
Say that again.
So Tony's asking, so what?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
She dropped out. Call us back, sweetie. Call us back.
301-232-5700.
Somebody calls back. I mean, I want to talk to you, some of you women that
Said, Nisha said it may be related to the hormones.
You there?
Okay, here we
right,
go.
Yeah. Y'all got to fix y'all broke ass phone. But anyway,
Cricket, leave us alone.
no, what happened? No, the thing is, Tone asked the question, what was she mad about? It's the fact that that's the thing. You don't know what they mad about, but the main thing that she used to explain was she just felt like nobody else understood her pain. Like, why is he crying? With my grandson had seizures. She wanted to know why he's having the seizures. You know what I'm saying? It was like she was just always mad because you can't fix it for her. So, and then she just felt like nobody felt her pain. So she should just be so angry and want to just, in a way, she wants to be around him, but then she don't want to be around him because she's tired of seeing him hurt so much through his seizures.
See?
Okay.
One of those take him out of his misery.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's like I said, it's really no symptoms for it. I mean, there's nothing for it, like Tweety, you say, you just got to wait for it to go away.
How did you love her through it?
Tweety, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like when you were a mother and you gave birth, do you feel like you experienced postpartum depression in any way?
If you look back.
With me, no. I didn't. With me, no. But seeing it with my daughter, like, a year ago, my grandson started with the seizures. It's a year on Memorial Day. And he doesn't have the shakes. He stops breathing.
Oh.
So, right. So, with me, it's hard for me because I can't see him sleep. Because if I see him sleep, I'm on him all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with her, she, for some reason, it's a mother's instinct, which though she feels, well, she knows when it's going to happen with him, so she's ready for it. And, and she just got to wait for him to come out of it. But just to see him turn purple and stuff like that, she's like withdrawn. You see what I'm saying? So
she can't even rest. She can't even rest.
That's a whole nother stress. That's like PTSD too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. She's so worried that she's mad. And then nobody else can understand because now at this point, I'm in her corner, my mom's in her corner, and there's a whole bunch of friends in her corner, but she don't want to leave her child with anybody. And so with now wanting not to leave him with anybody, it's like now, you don't understand. I need a break. You know what I'm saying? I just want to drink. I want to go out. I want to get something to eat. But then she's scared that, okay, if something happens, somebody's going to take care of him the way that I take care of him.
I can see that because
I can see that. That's a stressful.
She can't trust leaving him with anybody because she's worried that if something happens, they're not going to know what to do. I get that. I get it.
So what position did you take, Tweety? Like, how did you love her through that, if you can explain that?
Good question.
And you know what? I'm still going through it. He's still going through them right now. I just had my daughter here for 2 weeks. I just took her back to VA, and I'm bringing her back this Friday. But the only thing I do is, like with me, like I said, I try not to show her how scared I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, so she can have that break. You see what I'm saying? But now I'm taking over her pain. So I'm like stressed out. So like I said, I'm sitting here and I'm, the time that she just, all right to go to the bathroom or go let him sleep or something like that. I'm sitting on him like a guard dog. Like I need to make sure you're breathing. You know what I'm saying, at all times, but I don't want to show her my fear. So my thing is so that she can get her rest, or that she can go out or feel comfortable to go ahead and say, I'm just going to go out with my cousins and them or something like that. But it's just hard. We're working through it.
Okay, so I have a question.
I'm stressed for her.
Like, obviously, it sounds like it's becoming stress for you. That's a stress that you have.
It is. It is.
How are you dealing with that stress? Or are you going to seek a therapist? Are you going to? Are there ways that like you and your daughter can seek counseling? Is what I'm basically asking, because this is like with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't done any counseling or anything like that. I just sit and I play a whole hell of a lot. You feel what I'm saying? But with her, like, that's
That's my main thing. Like, yeah, so you're right. You know, as a parent, especially, that's my only child, and that's my only grandson. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, when you want to always take your pain, the pain away from your kids, you always know how to try to fix the pain of your kids. Well, I can't fix this. You feel what I'm saying? This is something that I can't fix. So, yes, it's stressful.
I'm stressed out for y'all just listening to that, because I'm imagining, like I'm imagining how not being able to rest, or not being able to, your brain can't turn your brain off. You got to be on guard the whole time. That is stressful in and of itself. But what I'm going to pray for, I'm definitely going to pray for you and your daughter, but I pray that this doesn't show up later as something else. Like, because there's a part of her life that she ain't living because of this situation. So I hope that later on it don't show up as something else in her if she doesn't seek the help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and she hates it's not that she hates, let me take that word away. She does not like to be around other kids or anything like that, other babies or anything like that, because, you know, he's almost a year and a half. And right now he's functioning as like a 6-month-old because the seizures are delaying.
He has epilepsy?
You feel what I'm saying? So she hates this. Well, she does not like to see, or it bothers her to see her cousin's baby walking, crawling, you know what I'm saying, doing all of this, and he's not doing any of that. So that's a whole nother issue.
That's a whole.
He's epileptic, or is just diseases are caused by something else?
They don't know what they are. They don't know what they're not epileptic. At all.
Well, he might grow out of it. If it's not that, if he's not.
So that's what we're praying on.
Yes.
That he'll be one of the ones that just grow out of it.
Yeah, he just won. In Jesus' name, honey, he gonna grow out of that.
Claim it.
Thank you for sharing with us.
All right, y'all.
Love you. Thank you for sharing with us.
Hey, guys.
Talk to you later. Yo.
Literally reported by Fox 5 2 minutes ago.
What's that?
Child found dead inside trash can in Northwest D.C. The child was found dead by D.C. police Monday morning, according to a public incident from the Metropolitan Police Department. The reports confirm officer was dispatched to the 100 block of Irvin Street Northwest, 7:45 a.m. to investigate the reports of an unconscious child. Pretty much they was directed to a restaurant trash can, and they found the baby in a plastic bag. Wow.
I got a headache. I got an immediate headache. Like,
Look, I'm like,
can't even say nothing behind that. God help him.
now whoever this is, I fucking stone him.
We gonna stone him.
Stick their ass in front of the firing squad. And I think that might be too easy for them, though. Like, come on, man. We just was talking about this shit.
I know it.
Oh my God.
The fire department will take your kids. That's what I want to. Tone.
Yo.
Now, Governor Hogan said that. What did Governor Hogan say about the mask, PJ? What was his announcement? Because I have a question behind this.
Rounded up, they're pretty much opening everything back up. Facilities are supposed to have 100% capacity.
Okay.
Masks are not allowed. I mean, it's not required outdoors. It's pretty much your choice. A lot of places, they're gonna have the option of asking for your vaccination card. Like I went to a bar. They said if you got your vaccination card, we'll give you this armband. You don't have to wear your mask inside of here.
They're saying like in small groups. So because of that, when I was hearing that, right, I have a question for people, for you all.
Okay.
You don't have to disclose whether you're vaccinated or not.
I'm vaccinated.
Okay. It's going to come to a time, Tone, where you're going to people are going to exercise their right not to do it. Will you then block people out or find yourself moving away from those who are not vaccinated? And that same question for you. Same thing to you, Snowman.
So I'm vaccinated, right? I just did my second shot last week.
Okay.
How did you feel after that second shot?
I didn't feel shit. For me, I didn't feel both shots. The second shot, the only thing that hurt me was my fucking arm was sore.
Okay.
Outside of that, I had no other symptoms, no nothing. I was perfectly fine.
Okay.
I believe it's everybody's choice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I agree that they're forcing it on. They might end up forcing it on you. I don't agree with that. Would I stop associating with people because they didn't get the shot? Why? Those are still my fucking friends. That's your choice. If you decided, hey, I don't want to get the shot, that's your choice. You know what I mean? But I'm still going to wear my mask around you, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like if I'm out in certain settings, I might end up still wearing my mask in certain settings. Yeah, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you say.
So no excommunication would be in your brain. Like, you would not be like...
That's some real petty ass shit because your boy, your homegirl, or your boy didn't want to get the shot and you going to stop fucking with him behind that? That's some petty shit. Nah, man. That means you really didn't fuck with him in the beginning if you can get rid of him that easily. That's just my opinion.
Thank you. Remember you said that, okay? Because something in the end of this. Snowman, what about you? You don't have to disclose whether or not you are vaccinated or not, but it's going to, like, where the question was, will you, if you are or are not, will you find yourself moving away from those people who are or are not?
Are not.
Yes.
I mean, I've been here in the studio and associated with people who I assume right now who haven't gotten the vaccination or anything. So, but I stay in my little corner. Let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. As for those who I immediately know, they know full well that I'm not playing this. This is not a game for me. So, because I, need to go and work at places and stuff like that. So, if I've done it, I know they've done it, and they will tell me they've done it. So they know full well because they want to get back to doing the things they want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mind you, if I'm associated with someone who's like, no, man, I ain't taking that shit, and it's like, well, then take your ass somewhere else because I ain't associating with you. So that's me.
Mr. Goldman.
I mean,
I'm going to. If I throw it out there, I'm usually the last one to answer. So,
I mean, you can still come over to the house. I mean, you gonna have to sit over there, and I'm just joking. I wouldn't feel no type of way. I wouldn't feel because right now I really don't feel no type of way. So I don't see it getting worse. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, we've been around people that's been vaccinated, been around people that hasn't been vaccinated. I still feel like you should be doing the same things that you've been doing before the vaccination even came out. Even if you not as strict as you was back then, but still show some practice. But no, I wouldn't feel no type of way. But I do feel like we're all going to get it though.
Yeah,
we definitely going to get it. I mean, if you want to have some type of fun or some type of life, I think they're going to force their way to get it. Like my job, they're probably going to tell us. Eventually, once these contracts, to get a contract, all your people that come on the site need to be vaccinated. If you pull a person that doesn't have their card or not vaccinated, y'all lose the contract.
Yeah. Wow,
it's going to be like that.
It's going to come that way.
University of Maryland said fall semester, all faculty, staff members, students, everybody has to be vaccinated, or you will not be allowed on the campus. So it's happening. It's going to happen.
I don't find myself judging or excommunicating a person because they are or are not. But I know I work with people, and this is why I was asking y'all this, that a husband and wife are separating because the wife does not want to get vaccinated and the husband wants to, and they are on their way to a divorce. He told her, if you do not, it is the end of us. She took the out. Like, fuck you. Could you imagine you doing that to Tasha? Or Tasha doing that to you?
Then that means that means that because then that
easy out.
Yeah, no, it's not just the easy out. It's like it kind of shows that they probably had problems prior to that. There's no way it's like we're done. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, no, there's something during their COVID time. Yeah,
is it though?
It has to be. So you look at it because I'm thinking about it. If my wife looked and said, "Hey, I don't want to get the shot," and I was like, "I do," you know what I mean? I just can't look at her and say, "Well, if you don't get it, we get a divorce." Or
I'm out. I'm out.
There has to be something else there. That was just my way of able to tell her that. You know what I mean? That I want out. I don't think that's
so. Listen, because I'm imagining.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you too.
Sure. Okay.
So, say your wife and say your husband, right? They work at a job, and they are amongst a lot of people.
Me.
She.
Now put yourself in the other shoes, right? Say you see the logic in getting vaccinated, right? Okay. But your partner is around a lot of people. They say, you know what? No, I'm not getting it. I don't care. It's me and Jesus. Jesus, his holy water is my vaccination.
And I'm looking at you and be like, you about a dumb motherfucker.
So what y'all gonna do in that household?
I mean, so.
Hold on. Here's my devil's advocacy, right? Because I like to see the flip side of shit, right? Okay. I can't imagine me telling someone or someone telling me that, but I could see if maybe I lost a few family members. Yeah, you been here with me, bitch. You know I lost my uncle, my daddy, and my brother, and my sister, and my nephew, and my cousin, and my grandfather's grandfather, cousin, and you saying no? I can see it being that serious to him because of the loss that you suffered and the things that you know what I'm saying. I can see it being that serious to him.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna look at it as that. You're losing people, right? And then you can't just worry about yourself, because I think that is a situation where she doesn't want to take the shot. She's just worrying about herself. But what about everybody else you're around? What about your family members? You know what I mean? If you contract it and you pass it off to your innocent family member. You know what I mean? I think that's a form of being selfish in some ways. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But
is it abusive if I know I have it and I'm riding my bike with you and I'm out in the streets and I'm doing my thing? Is it abusive? And I don't say shit, but I'm wearing my mask though.
I don't give a fuck with you, nigga. That's how this shit spreads.
If I come to Stafford and tell you I'm at the bar, Tone, but I got my mask on. I have it. But I just didn't disclose to you.
But you were honest with me and tell me that you have it?
No, I'm just telling you. No, I don't tell you.
You have it? Then that's some inconsiderate shit. That's some inconsiderate shit. And you're a selfish motherfucker for thinking that.
There are people who in their brain feel like, even if you vaccinated, you still can get it. And even who was that? They did that?
This is the CDC. This is what they're saying. Even though you're vaccinated, you can still get it.
Yes.
But it lessens your body builds immune to the symptoms.
So say for instance, I believe in whatever. I don't care. All it is lessen symptoms. Right? Fuck it. I'm good.
After seeing all these fucking people die, and you good? I mean, for me, reason why I went and got the shot for me was I was more concerned about my family and the people I was around. You know what I mean? My job, like your job, we have to deal with the public every day. I have to go inside people's houses, you know what I mean, and dealing with them. So I don't know what I can, you know what I mean, I can contract it and bring that shit home to my family, and then they spread it. Come on, man. Like my wife, she works from home. She don't go nowhere. But I'm the one in the streets. So I got to look. It's not about just me. It's about everybody else around me, man. And I see my mother had it. My mother and my stepfather both had it. I've lost cousins and aunts from this shit already. So, Slim, my sister had it. So I know this shit is real, so I'm going to do my part. You know what I mean? I didn't turn into no zombie yet, so, it is what it is, man.
But this is where, as we have to try to convince more people of taking it than sort of like, oh, okay, that's homeboy. We'll just discard them and call them a day. It's best to sort of try to convince them, just like, you need to take this based off of what you just said. And it's like, hey, full well I've lost family members and other friends from this. Why you not taking it? And their excuses is so internet driven. It's kind of like you kind of want to just disown, because it's like, dude, you're crazy. Go get the shot, or I'm going to drag your ass and take you, because it just doesn't make any sense to me for someone not to take it anymore.
So being as though that you said that, do you not understand why Shawty is extreme as he is and told that lady, no, if you don't want to get it, then we can't be together? You don't understand that the extreme.
Again,
basically to extreme levels to say, yo, if you don't get
it, might be that serious to him.
But again,
the other option.
Yeah, but no, again,
you can stay in the corner and
But again, you're talking about a couple that was probably their relationship was on the rocks anyway. That's you have to understand. It's like that's a married couple who's probably again their quarantine living was not all that great.
Can he get away with some animal like? I'm not gonna say the word.
Animal what? Bestiality? What are you talking?
What? You see my mouth like
processing. So can he get away? You know how you go through the divorce lawyers and money and all that? Be like, look, this bitch put our whole family at risk. She don't deserve shit. I need custody.
Wait a minute. How do I need to be stoned? Wait, Tavia, what the fuck?
I don't know what you said.
I don't even know what did I say.
He put it in the camera, let it do stoned. Damn.
Tavia, you need to call me 301-232-5700. What did I say that I need to be stoned? Tweety said after losing Pastor, I decided to get it.
That was another one. There's another one. Yo, this shit is real. It's showing you that it's real. So, you know what I mean? I get some people want to still have that persona like, yo, this shit is fake. It's not real. But, yo, it is real. You know what I mean? It is real.
If you think about it like, the polio vaccination time frame. If you think about that, I'm always been curious about like, those people were saying it's like, oh, they weren't thinking like this. They end up just going and getting it. I think sad part of this scenario is there was just too much misinformation. There's too much social media, and there's that infected a lot of people's brain cells to say, should I, shouldn't I, and all that stuff. Instead of just going to the source of the information, which is the CDC, even though a lot of people question that too.
Okay, because I'm waiting on you to finish. Go ahead.
Because again, the point is, the main point is like, look, there's the information is there for people to read up and get an idea of should they or shouldn't they. But to me, it's like, look, when I end up getting it or heard about when the vaccination was being created, I went to the CDC website. I saw the ingredients was in the shots. I didn't hear it. I didn't see any nanobites. I didn't see any AIDS particles, whatever everyone claims that it was in there. It's like
DNA.
No, yeah, it's just some stupid shit that people put out there in the world. And it's like, come on, just look it up, get your understandings of what you're going to be getting, and then go get the damn shot. It's not going to kill you.
Huh?
Yes, go on.
It can. And it has. I know it has killed people.
True.
This is what I want to say. Okay, I'm not here to blast the CDC. I'm not here to affirm the CDC. I just find that some things they say may be of truer value. Some things they say may be of lesser value. And I think that while they're in the stages of creating something, it is a free for all. Whatever happens, we start to write that down. If you have symptoms, you write those down. If you don't, write that. Like it is a testing phase to me. I feel like I don't fully trust that everything that is on that site is what they say it is, because it changes overnight, and you already know that once people start dying of it, because even even Corona wasn't that bad until a million people started dying, then it became something. You know what I'm saying? Second, or number two, I feel like encouraging someone to go and get it is one thing, but trying to understand what is already happening. Like there are people who have mitigating issues, who that stuff, it doesn't work with it. It doesn't go with it. You know what I'm saying? I see people who have their skin sloughing off. You know why? There's something that is already in their bodies that doesn't match with this. You have people like Kroger who had 1 million of those vaccinations and nothing was in the vial. You have the people. You have them when they sent it was saline, because it's a monetary thing. It's a moneymaker to create these vaccines, and people was getting duped. So people was getting the shit and they was getting duped. Then you have people who, for the sake of money, want to now make you get 3 shots. It was 2 with Pfizer and Moderna, and then it was 1 with whoever, Johnson & Johnson. And you see what the fuck happened when they did it. And then somebody who wants you to get a 3rd one. So for real, the information is misinformation if you ask me.
What they're saying is like, okay, you may have to go back for like a booster in a year. You may have to go back
this
for
two is a booster. This second one is the booster.
No.
Yes, the first one that they give you 30 days in between that, and you can look that up. The second one is supposed 28 days or whatever. Okay, the second shot is supposed to be the booster. It's supposed to be the booster.
And again, the whole coronavirus situation, as you knew, during this whole year we've been going through it, There's always these, again, newer information keep popping up. So once the vaccine kicked in, it was like, okay, this will work. This will handle it. Now, mind you, again, based off of who created whatever vaccine made it, is like either, get 2 or you get 1. Johnson & Johnson's right now the only one in the United States who's giving us the 1.
And then you can't get it no more because so much stuff was happening. People was getting heart attacks. A lot of shit was going on. Yes. Another thing, Dr. Fauci changes his mind every night too because it is something different. And he encourages.
As a doctor, you continue. You don't just stop. Say, hey, here's the vaccine. Call a day. We're done.
No, but then don't put a period on the end of it. Don't be certain.
They never said that.
Don't be so sure.
They never said that. Mind you know full well that in the medical profession, there's always constant research. There's always something where it's like, again, why the possibility of a needed booster? Why the possibility of needed additional funds for certain things? You don't think that they put a period on that shit? Because I'm telling you something. What they did was they played off of everybody's anxiety. They played off of the pandemonium that was surrounded behind 1 million people dying. So that's what people was running up. I got a vaccine. Here, Tom, take these 2. Here, PJ, take 1. I think people was trying to jump in there. And only thing about that is this. During this time, you cannot all say that people who are not getting it are crappy and shitty and the worst people on earth because the information is too all over the place for some people to be certain. So I'm speaking for me. I don't know. Honestly, I'm getting a whole full workup from my doctor. You know why? Because I believe I have antibodies. I'm getting ready to find that out. I'm getting ready to find out if whatever I have that's existing in my body will not shut me the fuck down. And should I get it? Because once you get it, you can't unget it. So I think that when people, I'm not a yellow. You're not a yellow.
I think everyone should. It is I'm not saying that people are not respecting people's decisions, but to me, there's too much uncertainty, and it's uncertainty in the when you ingesting something, have something inside you. That uncertainty is something different than some topical cream I'm putting on me. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm looking for more certainty. I'm looking for it.
It's a reason why.
And the fact that you didn't have a response behind it. I work in a hospital where people are in there because of the vaccine and the reaction that they had to it. So I'm on both sides of the fence. So can you imagine what's going on in my head?
Yeah, because what you're seeing is also creating that doubt and that scare inside.
Yes.
From what you're seeing.
I buried a doctor 2 days after he got it.
Yeah, and then you see other people that don't have no reaction at all. Like, when I tell you I had nothing. Like, I felt fine. Some people, when I first took it, I ain't gonna lie, my arm was sore after taking it, and I had a little bit of cotton mouth. But then after that, I was just, they tell you, drink water. Just drink plenty of water. And once I drank water, I was fine. I didn't have no other symptoms. I wasn't tired. I didn't feel like I was sick. Anything.
One person I know, she been down for like a week. She said she getting chills. Dehydration. Her body is aching. Sores.
The achy is real.
Not funny, but I think
just after the vaccine, or if she's
actually just took her second. It was
I hear that after people say.
So we don't know what's.
I think it's your immune system plays a part in that too. I think that plays a big part in that too. Is how fast your body fights the antibodies, or creates the antibodies to defeat this. Maybe some people aren't as strong. Their immune systems aren't as strong to fight it off.
Well, that goes back to what she's saying, that you can't be all willy-nilly just run and say, I'm going to get a vaccine because that's what we're supposed to do. Everybody's Biden says go get it, or my doctor or my friend or whatever said to go get it. Instead of doing some research, realizing you've been popping pills for this problem that's been in your body for the last 3 or 4 years. You don't know how that pill is going to interject with this vaccine. You don't know what you might fuck around and try to get a vaccine and you didn't even get the fucking test yet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And have it and be asymptomatic about it, and now you doubly having it, which is going to cause issues.
You got, from my understanding, is like most people that have been in contact with somebody who has had COVID, and you may have some antibodies. With that first shot, you get sick. As soon as you get that first shot, a lot of people I notice when they get that first shot, they get the symptoms and they get sick and they don't feel well. But by the time they get the second one, it's like it's nothing that matters.
I've been at my hospital for many years, right? And before they made us, I gotta leave in a minute too. Before they made the flu shot, not the COVID corona thing, the flu shot mandatory, I would not take it. And when they made it mandatory, I kept saying I'm good because CVS was giving it. Whoever you want to go get it, blah blah blah. My mother was older, so my mother was getting it. Blah blah blah. And she kept saying, "You don't want it." I was like, "Ma, I don't really need it. Like I'm not a person who gets sick." And the hospital kept saying, the hospital said, "Look, hey, it's mandatory that you get this flu shot every year." You know, when I got it, I almost died. I almost died. You know why? Because I already had the flu and they never tested me for it. I was down for almost 3 weeks. I had lost 20 pounds. I wish I could lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks now, but I lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks from getting that fucking flu shot and having it. And so to me, that experience was just something. I'm not saying that that corona is not a deadly thing or it's not blah blah blah. And the flu to me was deadly to me. You couldn't tell me shit. You couldn't tell me shit. So I think that the moment or the time that whenever I am vaccinated or whatever seems to happen, I'm probably still going to be wearing a mask. Like I'm prayerful and I'm thankful that I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't get it, that I don't have it. And my mother had it, and I'm prayerful. And I didn't even notice at that time that when she had all that, the little symptoms that I was having. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And honestly, I'm prayerful that I'm a hospital worker and I was always masked up. This is prior to them making us wear masks. This is 2019. I was always masked up around her because her immunity was low.
Okay.
So it was like, to me, God, you be looking out for the cookout. Mm-hmm. On that note, I gotta leave. But I love y'all. Sorry to have to
off the ledge. He did not say stone you. He said if you walking around riding around with COVID and not telling nobody.
And you call me up and say, hey, come on.
They should be stoned.
Oh, okay. I'll let you live, bro.
Hey, I'm a lawyer. If you need me, if you ever need a lawyer.
I'm just saying though. I mean, everybody has their own reasons why or why not to, and everybody's reasons is valid. You know what I mean? And if you got to do what you got to do for yourself. But do I see them controlling you by not having it? Like you were saying, Mr. Coleman.
Have a good night at work.
Hey, be safe out there. So they would, like you said, they would control. They're going to control where you can go, like what you can do. I see that coming.
Yeah, they're going to start fucking with your money. It's eventually you can't come out and just say you have to take it. Did y'all see Biden text? I mean, tweet.
No. What did he say?
Bold in a motherfucker.
What did he say?
He said, I'm gonna have to. I want to quote him, but I'm just gonna get the. He pretty much said, you either get vaccinated or you have to wear a mask. Hold on. No. It was harsher than that.
The way he came off and said it,
man, he dropped his nuts on the table. Listen.
Damn. Like, hey, if you motherfuckers hit my bike, we're going to have a problem out here. Non-driving motherfuckers, I already tell you, damn Africans.
He was like, it is what it is. It was kind of like, it is what it is. Either you get vaccinated or you going to wear a mask until you vaccinated. That's what he said.
I mean, at this stage, everybody
you don't have a choice.
So here was my biggest question. You know what I mean? How do you know if this person is really vaccinated next to you?
What happened if you know how they say I identify as something? Yeah. I identify as a vaccinated person. You better accept me.
You know? But I'm just saying, if a person looks, I mean, you can forge anything. These motherfuckers can forge anything. How do you know for a fact that this person next to you has been vaccinated? You have no real proof?
Bama's going to be selling vaccination cards.
At this point, you're doing all of this for what? People going to still party without their masks. I pray for everybody that's that's going to Myrtle next week. You know what I mean? Have fun for me. Like I said, but be safe while y'all down there, because some people down there may have it, or somebody it might get. You never know. But if I feel like if I'm going out someplace, I'm still going to have my mask with me. I'm not going to be 100% comfortable walking around the club or the bar without the mask on, because I don't know I don't know. I'm not trying to get sick.
And I'm not going to say I'm an angel and say that I always have my mask on everywhere. It's been times where I didn't have my mask on. Me too. But I try to calculate my risk, even though he's still playing Russian roulette.
You are.
But I feel like with the vaccination, like if you're in a goddamn small ass club or something, or you in a closed area, or you're sitting in a car with a bunch of people and you got the windows up, and like, I don't know.
Then you asking for it then. But I mean, like if I'm out somewhere and I'm chilling. It is what it is. But here we go. We bring it to an end. I want to thank y'all yesterday for doing the panel. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I was unfortunately Washington Gas had other plans for me. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. So, but I heard it went pretty decent, and I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you missed a good one.
Yeah, I missed a good one. I was told that. The rule is now simple: get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do. Damn.
Nuts on the table.
Look, he just slapped his nuts on the table.
But you know what I wonder? I just sometimes This is a whole nother conversation.
What?
I wish these words came out of Trump and just see what the reaction is.
If those words that came out of Trump, everybody would went crazy. Everybody would be like, what the fuck, how dare he
Who the
say
fuck
that
you
shit?
talking to them like that?
But you letting Biden get away with the same shit. Biden just did the same thing to y'all, man. I mean, yo, look.
Listen, no matter who the president is, he gonna put his nuts on the table, and you just gotta.
I'm really upset I missed the conversation yesterday. That's kind of fucking irking me. I'm not there. So did somebody record it or anything like that?
Bruh, I have 5 hours of footage. I'm gonna have to do this a different way.
You got 5 hours.
It might have to be like 5 episodes. Like we might have to do
break it
one
down.
question because a question probably went 30 to 45 minutes. Hey, listen, I did the introduction and I got the heat put on me.
What?
Just a small spoiler.
All right. Well, y'all, look, stay tuned for the next one. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned. They're going to put it out there, man. This is Real Talk Uncensored, man. I'm Tone. Kiki left. That's Mr. Coleman.
Indeed.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
We are Ripped Radio Network.